Hey everybody, welcome to Creepy Conversations. This is Shelley
and Polly.
And today I thought we would talk about some weird news.
Is there any other kind of news?
None that I'm into,
Same.
but all the news is weird. But this is like funny weird, so...
Oh.
Okay, and I only have 2 of them, so today might be a little short and sweet, or we might just rant a little bit after.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do. We'll see where the wind takes us.
All
right, and this comes from the source apnews.com. aholenews.com. All right, in Leeds, Alabama, a man crashed his car outside of a Bass Pro Shop, stripped down to his birthday suit, and plunged into the giant aquarium inside the store. Could you imagine that happening at Lunkers?
That would be hilarious.
Well, that's what this,
Yeah.
because I think of that. If we were just eating at Lunkers,
Right.
Oh, naked
Here comes
jaybird.
somebody.
Right. The ordeal happened in front of shoppers. The 42-year-old Alabama man did a cannonball leap into the aquarium. What was going through his head?
I know, right?
Cannonball! He did a cannonball leap into the aquarium, and then he stood under a waterfall. So he's butt-ass naked. Did you come for the show? Okay. He left the water to yell. So he got out of the water and he left the water to yell at 2 police officers. He yelled at them, and then he dove back into the aquarium. He eventually climbed over the side of the aquarium, where he fell to the concrete floor below.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be funny if they had a shark in the aquarium?
Or an electric eel. Oh my god. Okay, so he fell to the concrete floor below.
He's laughing now.
Yeah, haha. Police then apprehended him. Then they get shocked. You have the right to remain silent. He faces several charges, you think?
Yeah.
Including public lewdness, disorderly conduct, and criminal mischief. The man was in the water for about 5 minutes before the cops arrived. Just swimming around, naked as a jaybird.
Backstroke.
Here comes that eel. The little girl, that's not an eel. Hide your eyes. They're not only in Christmas trees. Okay, you want to hear about something from Orlando, Florida?
Of course.
All right. A customer has filed a negligence lawsuit against Dunkin, claiming that he was injured by an exploding toilet at one of the coffee chain's locations in Central Florida. Paul, could you imagine the toilet exploding on you? You just went in to wash your hands before you have a nice cup of coffee on your way to work.
The toilet exploded.
You call your boss. I'm going to be late. The toilet exploded. You're fired! Sick of your excuses, Paul!
Last week it was a flat tire, and this week it toilet exploded.
What's next? Your grandma's going to die for the 3rd time! Did somebody do that at Maple? Their grandma died twice?
I don't know.
I think it happened. I vaguely remember somebody said their grandma died, and then like a month later she died again.
It was a miracle.
It was a
But
ghost.
it didn't
I'm gonna sue that poison company. All right. In Orlando, okay, I said that. The toilet exploded on him. Paul Kurowick is seeking more than $100,000 in a lawsuit filed Wednesday in state court in Orlando, claiming that he suffered severe and long-term injuries following the explosion of a toilet in the men's room of a Dunkin's location in Winter Park, Florida. After the explosion left Paul covered in human feces, urine, and debris, he walked out of the men's room seeking help from workers and the store manager, according to the lawsuit. An employee told them, oh my God, an employee told him that they were aware of the quote-unquote problem with the toilet since there had been previous incidents. The lawsuit says, without diving into further details about the explosion. Like, oh,
Okay.
this has happened before. Don't worry about it, Paul. Here's some napkins. Off you go.
Okay. First of all, so many questions. But
I
first
know.
of all,
I'm perplexed.
was Paul using the restroom? Like using the toilet
Was
when
he
it
like
exploded?
pooping, like sitting
Yeah.
on it?
When it exploded?
I don't think he'd have a butt left. Like
Okay, so
that'd be
probably
like
not.
sitting on Old Faithful.
Okay,
I mean,
so
do you know what I mean?
two.
Or maybe it didn't
And
go up.
second-
I don't know.
And second,
Or did it?
if he was not sitting on the toilet using it, did someone just not flush and the toilet exploded? Because how else did he get covered in it?
Right, like he'd have to
Somebody
be
didn't-
sitting on it.
Or somebody didn't flush and just left it laying in the toilet, and when it exploded, it
got
hit
on him. But I think he had to have been using the toilet, wouldn't you think?
I don't even want to
Gag
think about
reflux.
it. I don't even.
I don't
think about
either.
it.
I'm like, oh, I'm
Why
getting
am I
a little,
even thinking
getting
about
I need some fresh air here. Talking about feces and urine.
it? Anywho,
All right, so an employee told him that they were aware of the problem with the toilet.
happens all the time.
Yeah, oh, don't worry about that.
That's why we call it Old Faithful.
Right.
You
It
sure you wanna
faithfully
go in
covers
there
you
and
in
use
poop every hour on the hour. Okay, so when contacted by email for more details on Paul's injuries, his attorney, Scott Spradley, said that he was tied up and couldn't answer the questions until the following day. The Massachusetts-based company did not immediately respond to an email seeking a comment. The lawsuit says that Paul suffered bodily injury and
I'm
he
sure.
has required medical or mental health care
Well, yeah.
and counseling since the incident happened in January 2022. So this happened in 2022 of January, so 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
And he's still seeking mental. I would be
I
too.
would.
I'd be messed up. I know I wouldn't use a public restroom again. I'd see the door and be like, get the shakes. I got PTSD, someone flush the toilet. Oh my gosh. No, but that's terrible. I mean, it's
That
a
is
true
so
story.
gross.
It's funny, but it's not.
I
you know,
mean,
like,
yeah.
It's funny because it didn't happen to me. But I mean, that poor guy.
Yeah.
Could you imagine just going in for a,
To wash your hands.
yeah,
And that happens.
and you're
I
covered
guess
in,
it probably could.
I think it happened when he was on the toilet.
No, I guess it could
No,
happen because if the toilet
If it exploded, all that stuff
all
would.
from underneath could have come up and
And he said if it was having problems already, so the septic probably just blew. Do you know how many other poops from other people?
I just think
Oh, I gotta get a coffee or something. Well,
I'm just thinking I'm gonna give them
you again.
the women's is that an eyeball? That's cool.
They're bubble gums. I can't eat them.
Okay, so
But you
anyway,
can have one.
I'll take one for later.
Alright. They're from Halloween candy.
From the women's restroom too. Think about that.
Oh God! Ah, I just got the nastiest image in my mouth and my nose. Because you know women be flushing stuff they're not supposed to flush. Oh my goodness! All the horror. That's Humanity.
Look away, it's hideous. If it was in my head, it had to be in yours too.
It was.
I
'Cause
know.
You said, what if it was a woman's bathroom?
Exactly.
And it just took a second. I
Well,
was like,
it had to come from the women's too, because the
because
septic.
it's all together.
Yeah. Think of that. Exactly.
Oh, bodily fluids. How I hate you. So gross.